set? Great, thank you. Good evening and welcome to the August 19th, 2010 Town of Wareham Board of Selectmen Sewer Commissioners meeting. May I have a roll call, please, Mr. Cruz?
Yes, Madam Chair, there are 3 selectmen present: Kara Winslow, Jane Donahue, Chair, and Walter Cruz, Clerk.
Thank you. Mrs. Ekstrom will be late. She had a meeting at 6:30, so she said she'd be here about 7:15, so hopefully we'll be expecting her shortly. And Mr. Holmes is out of town on business. Do you have any announcements, Mr. Cruz?
Yes, Madam Chair, we have one announcement from the Wareham Historical Society Family Concert Ice Cream Social at 495 Main Street, Monday, August 23rd at 7 p.m. Join us as Gail Runtlet as she entertains children of all ages. There'll be song, music, and good times.
Thank you. Citizens' participation. Is there anyone who'd like to speak before the board this evening? Please come forward. Well, thank you for asking, Mr. Heitzman. That's a very good question. The board will take that up for consideration this evening under any other sewer business, under any sewer business, to try to set a date for the vote. I know there are many people who are as anxious as you to have that date set, so hopefully we'll set a date this evening.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
You're welcome. Thank you. Who else would like to speak before the board this evening? Gentleman over here. We'll get to you next, Jim. Thank you.
Good evening, Madam Chairman. Good evening, board members. Thank you for receiving us tonight. I'm here on behalf
Could you identify yourself for the record, please, sir?
Thank you. My name is Paul Delarier. I'm a resident of Onset for a few years, something like 70. And we have some concerns basically about the engineered project that was going on to take the excess water out of the mobile home park off of Wayman Avenue. I have pictures here that might be pertinent to what we're talking about.
Certainly.
I've only got 2 copies, so I apologize for that.
That's okay, no problem.
Let's see. The project that I'm sure that you're aware of is almost completed. We have some concerns about where some of the pipes are leading. We have concerns about the direction of the flow of the water into the swimming area, and we're wondering why some of the pipes couldn't have been directed maybe 10 or 15 degrees further to the left and directing some of that overflow into the boat area. I did talk to, I believe, Mr. Sanguinet, the Assistant Town Administrator at one point in time. He did come over and we did review some of the things. I also talked to the conservation person, and they were concerned with some of the erosion that is being caused by the overflow of water from supposedly the drainage pit, which is supposed to accommodate the water going down into the pipes. The first picture that you have, I think if they're in order, and mine are not in order, and I apologize for that, is a picture of the rock pit which is there. That rock pit was almost level, ground level. As the rains have come, some of the subsoil below that rock pit has gone away, and the rock pit is getting deeper and deeper. My concern is, and I have voiced my concern to Mr. Sanguinet and the other people that I have talked to, that is a disaster waiting to happen. We have asked that they either put a small fence there or they put some shrubs there so that nobody does get hurt. A lot of people walk in that area, walking their dogs, sometimes at night, and if you look at it, it gets deeper and probably more dangerous. The second picture, I believe, is just another view of the rock pit going down. There is a picture of the drainage area where the water flows out into the bay. That is a swimming area. I have swam in that area for the last 50 years.
Show us which picture you were looking at.
That picture right there, I'm sorry.
Okay, with the drainage pipe, okay.
Yes, the drainage pipe, and you can also see the erosion that is being caused there. We had voiced concerns that there was no sign there at one time indicating that there was a drainage area. Fortunately and thankfully, they have put up a sign indicating that there is a drainage area there now. But you can see what it's doing to the area around the pipe. There's a lot of erosion. Whether somebody can get hurt there or not, I would hope not. There is another picture, this one that I'm looking at. There is a pipe that's been sticking up there in the middle of the swimming area for a number of years. We have voiced some complaints about it, and up to this point in time, nothing has been done about it. It is a dangerous thing to have on the beach. The next picture, I believe, is a picture of the seawall with a number of rocks that line the beach there. From what I am told, when the seawall was completed, the person who was in charge of the construction had a load of gravel, and instead of taking it away, they just dumped it on the beach. It's been that way for quite a while. I tried raking the rocks off the swim area about 3 years ago, and it was a lesson in futility. I did talk to the town manager, and he said that it would be possible to get people who are doing community service to go down there and to do some raking and smoothing over of where the beach erosion is taking place. If you walk along that beach, you take a step, and if you're not looking carefully, your next step goes down about 12 inches down into the ground, and you could trip there. And there are also some big rocks in that area. I think my biggest concern is that rock pit. I think it's a catastrophe and a disaster waiting to happen, and I would hate to see the town be liable for a suit when something could be done about it. I think that's all I have to say. Does anyone else back there have something to say?
Would you like to come forward, please? I think we've gotten the picture pretty clearly from your pictures. Thank you for bringing them in, and thank you for raising your concerns. I think that they're pretty valid and legitimate, and we'll look into doing what we can to see that they might be remediated.
I thank you for your concern, and I thank you also for your time. You've been very appreciative.
You're very welcome. Would you identify yourself for the record, please? Thank you, sir.
I'm Richard McNevin. I reside at 18 11th Street in Onset at the bottom of the hill. A few years back, they resurfaced and did